fellow driver here in Phoenix metropolitan area. How's everybody doing out there on Thursday? That's right, it's Thursday, and it is 9:24 a.m. 9:24 a.m. on Thursday. Today I want to talk about navigation. Uber has their own navigation. Lyft, I think they have their own. I'm not too sure, but I know I use Google Lyft, and I've always used a Google navigation. But I want to talk about how the navigation works and how it's supposed to work, actually. I get a lot of calls on trips. You get to a destination. You get there and you find out that it's taking you down an alley. What do? What I do is I'll go look at the address on the app, whether it's Uber or Lyft. I'll look at the address. Then I'll pull up the map and see where that address is and that street, because it could be the street next door. And that's more than likely what it is. It's going to be the street next to it or the street on the other side. It's going to be one of those streets. So I use my common sense, pull up the app, look and see where the street is, look at the address, and then go from there. Because navigation, Google Maps, Uber, whatever navigation you use, Waze, whatever, they're not accurate. You got to have common sense. Plain and simple, you got to have common sense, because it always does that. Every single day, there's times where I'm going to the destination and it's not correct. It's one block over, it's down the street, it's next door, and a lot of times it's the passengers putting in or not putting in the correct address. What they do is they pin it. And when they pin their location and they don't zoom it in, they just pin it, it's going to pick up down the street, next door, block over. It doesn't give you an accurate destination point to pick them up. It's not accurate. So, and another thing, when they put their destination, that is not, it's never really accurate when you're using Google Maps or any kind of navigation maps that you're using. It's never that accurate. I mean, it might be times where you might get right in front of the house. Sometimes it does that, but for the most part, it's not accurate. It's always off. So you got to have your common sense. You got to have common sense, because Google Maps navigation is not 100% accurate. It's not 100% accurate. They're always updating it, because there's always new residential areas, new stuff going up all the time. So they always have to update it, and it's never 100% accurate. So wanted to talk about navigation and how it works. It doesn't work 100% correct. I use it, but for the most part, I use more of my common sense. I know my north, west, east, and south. So most of the time I use my navigation to get out of a community or a suburb, or just, a different community area. Sometimes I get twisted around. I know I have the southwest, east on my car, but sometimes I get twisted around where I don't know exactly where I'm at. So I have to use that navigation to get out of that residential area or wherever I'm at, that it's like that hectic in there. Other than that, I mean, I know how to get to the airport. I know my way around pretty good. I've been here over 3.5 years. Still a lot of Phoenix I haven't seen, but for the most part, I do pretty good as far as navigating myself. Navigation works good, like I said, to go pick people up, take them to their destination, but half the time I don't really use it, especially if they're going to the airport or somewhere easy off of Bell, Union Hills, or any of the major streets. Pretty easy to get to. I like to always ask my passengers when they get in the car, you going to work, you going home? Normally when they're going to work, I'll ask them where you work at. Once they tell me, I pretty much know exactly where they're at if I've been there before. So, want to talk about navigations and how it works. I use the Google Maps on both Lyft and Uber. That's what I like to use. It always works for me all the time. So, other than that, that's what I wanted to talk about. And that's pretty much it. It's going to be a short video today. Got a lot of things I got to take care of today. Today's Thursday. So got a lot of things I got to take care of. That's why I'm shooting this video a little bit late. Try to work this video into my my routines or what I got to do today. But that's about it. Wanted to talk about navigations. UNL driver here in Phoenix metropolitan area. Today is Thursday. That's pretty much it. So you know what's next. That's right. Oh yeah, you know. Peace out.